Why are you crying? What are you crying for? Do you have a reason to cry? Do you want me to give you a reason to cry? I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard this at one point or another in your life. I know I did. A lot of times, many times. Why did we hear this? Why did we have to listen to this? Hi guys, I'm Domi. I'm an ascension guide and a galactic healer, and I help people navigate their spiritual awakening process, and I help them remember who they truly are. Today, I want to share with you myths about crying, the shame behind crying. So, throughout my life, I feel like I have cried a lot. It is my journey. It is who I am. I'm not ashamed of that. To me, crying or shedding some tears is the most natural type of healing. It's the purest form of release. And I absolutely love it now that I understand everything about it. And I let myself cry, and I allow myself to cry whenever I need to, whenever it comes up, and whenever I feel like. But not all of us are able to do that. There are people that have suppressed the ability of cry, that they don't allow themselves to cry, that they forbid themselves to cry. And it's not right. It's not working for our highest benefit. So, why do we cry? As an empath and highly sensitive person, I feel a lot. I mean, I feel more than, let's say, a regular person. This is the definition of highly sensitive people. Not only do I feel and get overwhelmed as a complex person with my own emotions, I also feel other people's emotions and basically all the collective energies that are out there. And we all know that going through these transformational ascension times, the energies have been intensifying. So the more the energies intensify, by more light coming down to this earth, the more us highly sensitive people feel it. And sometimes it's a very overwhelming feeling or sensations. But I understand now with crying, I can help myself. So, why did these people, the authorities, or actually beginning with our parents, that's where it all starts, is being a child and being parenting. People could be, it doesn't have to be mom and dad, it could be grandmas or grandpas or aunts or other older siblings. It doesn't matter. When they express their uncomfortableness about our cries, about our tears, it's not about our cries, it's not about our tears. It's actually coming from their trauma, because it's triggering something in them. It's triggering their own pain and their own hurts and their own traumas. So they don't like to see this picture of someone crying, because it's very uncomfortable, to be present for them when someone's crying, and especially when they might be the cause of them crying. If let's say they punish the child and they know about it, they know they punished the child and the child is crying, it's very uncomfortable. They might feel guilty, and it's not a pretty picture, and the sound. So they try to shut us down, they try to quiet us down. And it's coming from their traumas. It's coming from a place of their uncomfortableness. So they tell us not to cry. that there's no reason. And we start believing it because our moms and dads are gods when we're little, right? That they're the authorities that we look up to, that we trust and believe. And so a lot of us started suppressing this ability to cry, and we forgot that this is the biggest gift, that we have been given. I certainly perceive it as a gift. I love it. And I cannot tell you how many times I had a breakthrough after a deep, deep cry. A lot of times there is this aha moment coming because there's this huge release of emotions, of traumas, of all these hurts and pains that are suppressed deep down inside of our bodies. And when we heal them, when we pull them up to the surface and through our tears, let them go and release them, transform them, and transmute them to light and love, that's where the biggest breakthroughs and the aha moments come. So this is an amazing gift. And what I also want to share with you is that for me, I don't only cry when I'm like sad or hurt or in pain. I also cry when I'm like in the higher states of being, when I'm in the higher vibrations of gratitude, happiness, joy, love. I mean, I cry from gratitude, whenever I'm very grateful, that's where my eyes well up. That's where I get some tears running down my face, It happens a lot with my children. It's the unconditional love, this deep, deep love that I have for them that basically just makes me so grateful for them. And the realization of the blessing just puts tears in my eyes. And it's a beautiful feeling. Not always is the crying associated with pain and like these low vibrational energies. It could happen when we're full of joy, and it's almost unbelievable how beautiful it is, and you have a tear in your eye. You can be touched by a movie. A lot of you cry when watching a movie, and happy end, and everything goes well, and everybody's happy, and you start crying. So these are like happy tears. Don't they feel good? I'm sure you know the sensations, you know the feelings. And I also want to share with you the recognition of crying to be a huge gift, at least for me, is that it works as a form of confirmation from my guidance. And I have not been aware of this for a majority of my life, but within the past 2 or 3 years that I have intensely worked on my growth, and with the help of these ascension times, I had another huge awakening, spiritual awakening, and started really, going deeper and deeper, discovering the depths of my true inner self. And I found out and recognized that cry is a confirmation from up there, or from here actually too, from our hearts and our souls, or our higher self. And it works as a confirmation, and I've been testing it, and now I know that it's truth, that whenever I feel like crying, it means yes, it's a confirmation from my guiding system. So that's something that maybe you can experiment with, or you can try to observe and see if maybe you have a trait like that. Maybe you have a little help in your guidance system in a way of having tears or feeling or sensations of wanting to cry. And so cry. Beautiful beings, cry. I recommend that you let yourself cry. It's beautiful. There's no shame behind it. And if there's somebody telling you and shaming you for crying, it's on them, because they have a shame about crying. Leave it up to them to work their own traumas, and you let it flow. Let the tears flow and cry. Cry. You'll feel so much better. If you need to run to the bathroom or hide in your best hiding spot, do it. That's fine. I used to do it. Actually, not that much. I am just such an open type of person that I don't feel ashamed. Even though I was being shut and not allowed to cry when I was a child because my mom could just not take it, I believe that there is a big reason for me to be crying, to be able to cry, to allow myself to cry from all these reasons I just told you. My life is so much more colorful when I experience such deep, profound emotions, even with the tears. As I mentioned, crying from gratitude, crying from joy or happiness. It's beautiful. There is no shame about it, because you know that you feel so deeply and so hard that it actually brings the tears up. That's just a confirmation of how deep you are able to feel. Okay, so these are my few tips or few sharings about me being a huge crier, and I'm okay with that. I don't feel ashamed. I see as a gift, and I wish the same for you guys. And I hope this talks to some of you guys that suppressed all this and are not able to open up this channel to cry, and you don't allow yourself to cry. So you can start practicing, you can start thinking about it, and maybe I gave you a little clarity, or by me sharing my story, it might be beneficial or helpful for some. So if you like this video and you find some benefits in it, I would really love you to subscribe, leave a comment. I am here for anyone who is willing and ready to take this another step in their evolution, in their growth, and on their journey to be the best versions of themselves that they already are, that you already are. You are just not aware of it. So it just requires maybe a little guidance or a little help. And I wish you all the best on your journeys. And I am sending you lots of love from my heart. And I will be back for more videos. Bye for now.